So, you found an incredible campsite in the middle of a national forest with some amazing people, no power lines to be seen, no lights. It's gorgeous, you can see the stars at night, and you're starting to think about where you're gonna go the next day. You get out your phone and you realize you have no service, which means you don't have any GPS. How are you gonna figure out where you're gonna go tomorrow? You're gonna get out our favorite road tool, our handy dandy Road Atlas Adventure Edition. We got this a few years ago for the holidays, and inside it tells you, has all the different states. We're gonna hang out in Idaho. It has all the main roads, all the minor roads, and you see all these little tents. Those are active campgrounds. So it has where you can find a place to sleep and to camp. As you might guess, we're on a beautiful backcountry campsite. It's amazing, up in the Utah mountains.
There's the river back there, right on the river.
And we don't have service. And we realized we have to figure out how far we're driving tomorrow to figure out when we need to wake up tomorrow. So we got out our atlas. And there's a lot of amazing tools and things included in an atlas. So Pete will zoom in over here and we'll
Zoom in.
look at how there's different roads are marked different ways. So this large road here, as you might guess, is a national interstate. Basically, it's your highway. They say it's a limited access road, which means you can only get on and off at entrance and exit ramps, which again means it won't slow down as it goes through cities. These tend to go through the biggest cities in every state, and they let you drive faster, but they're not so interesting. There's not too much to look at. It's been paved, and that's just it. If you're lucky, you get good views. A lot of the time, it's just boring and you're looking at the back of a truck or someone else's car. Well, Pete's gonna zoom in again. And in this map, there's something called primary and secondary roads. The primary roads are these red roads, secondary roads are these orange roads. And those roads are good, fast roads that slow down through towns because they tend to become Main Street when you go through these smaller towns, which means there's gas stations, places to get lunch, maybe places to get food. If you're like us, we're a little picky about the quality of our food, so we tend to stock up in a larger town at your health food stores and pop it in our cooler, which we showed in a video about how we packed our car. But we love those back roads, or those primary roads, because they're more beautiful. Less was cleared out of the way when they were being paved. They tend to be a little more adventurous, going up and down hills and around bends, having switchbacks sometimes. And it's a little slower. The mileage for how fast you can go is a little slower. And as we said before, when you go through towns, the speed slows down. And there's another amazing thing if you come and zoom in on the map one more time, Pete. All atlases have something where they show you so you can calculate how many miles you go. On this atlas, you've got these two arrows, and right in the middle there's a 56, which means from Dinosaur to Maybell is 56 miles. So you can use that and then add the next points. From Maybell to Crag is 31 miles, and you can calculate how many miles it is between where you are and your destination to figure out how many hours of driving you're going to have the next day. And that's how we figure out when we need to wake up, when we need to hit the road, and if we're being awesomely optimistic or a little crazy about how far we're going to try to drive so that we can have a layover day and enjoy a relaxing day in a park like we got to do today. And we'll have another video showing our layover day campsite setup, which you'll be surprised what you see when you see that video. But that's just our little tip for today. We wanted to tell you about the Road Atlas, pretty much the one necessary tool to have beyond everything else to make being on the road luxurious, like camping pads and your 5 gallons of water and all that. But the number one tool is your atlas, so that when your GPS doesn't work, there's no problem. You know exactly what to do. Take that tool, go find yourself an amazing atlas. AAA stores, travel stores all have them, even gas stations. And then you'll be all set for the next time you find an amazing backcountry campsite with no cell service. Bye everyone!